Righty then. We are back once again, ladies and gentlemen, to the Europe Minor. And this is for the FACEIT Major 2018. We are in the round of 8. We have now hit the best of 3 stages, where we are now going to experience you can actually say the Danish squad of Sprout. Well, not exactly a complete Danish squad though. They have acquired Percy, who has been the stand-in for the Sprout squad, and he has done some great stuff for that time being. And now he is here, an official member of the Sprout squad. And let's just get down to it. It is up to Vexed now to see if they can actually do some damage to this Danish/German squad. And we are here on Mirage, here in this first best of 3. And now Vanity have already thrown some utility out, so you can see if Vexed and the whole Vexed squad can actually come out to the A bomb site. Already now Dennis, just being a menace, getting 2 frags, and Percy have already spotted LinkedIn down towards the middle, and it's up to Vanity. And Vanity, he's in the bomb site. He could basically go for this bomb plant. He should have done that. If he just could have done that, he could actually have gained some money to his teammates. But right now, that decision that he has just made to actually try to compete with the 3 remaining players from Sprout, that has just been completely shut down. And that is the first pistol round going to Sprout. And Vexed, let me just take a quick look here, because it is in fact a full-out international squad for the whole Vexed team. Vanity, Aussie, and Pickles are from the UK, and QX is from Sweden, and they have also Truth, who is from Norway. Let's just see if this international oil, you can actually say a kind of a English/Norwegian/Swedish squad. Let's just see here if that team can actually do some harm. Right now they're just getting shut down by Percy right at the start. And again, he's just holding his ground, maybe getting that wall, but it's not going to happen. Speedy and Dennis just picking up the rest. And where Percy was definitely the best, getting that triple. Just getting a little bit of money to the bank. And do not believe that you can call this a honeymoon phase, due to that, in fact, that Percy has stand in for Sprout, then just being confirmed as their 5th player for the team. Let's just see for Vexed if they can do something extra. But right now they're just getting completely mauled down. Dennis, claiming that quad kill. Pretty hefty, pretty easily for Sprout. And now we're going into the first gun round for Vexed. And I can also run the maps down. And in this Mirage, as we're seeing right now, Vexed picking Train. And Inferno is the leftover if there is going to be a further decisive map. And right now, it is definitely Sprout that is flying around, and NATO Safex just showing that he can also, well, besides being a commentator, he can also be a really hefty player. Has also shown that for a long time. And now let's just see here from Truth. Truth just showing what is all about. Vanity follows up, and NATO Safex, and again he is quick with AWP. A little pop flash by Vanity. And the smoke is gone from Connector. This can actually... Whoa, what was that though? Aussie and Vanity just took that advantage. Came into the better place. And NATO Safex, just caught off guard. Just right beside the smoke. Vanity takes him down. The first round for Vex. That's already now come into place. Sprout with another buyout, I should say. A little bit of nitpicking. Vex, they have to definitely show their A game right from the start now. Claiming that second round in a row could definitely get them some more momentum. Also, momentum can also be claimed due to their nade usage. And Vexed playing it a bit more slow. Definitely It shows something. Or Sprout. A little pop flash. Speedy not going further. Which is a pretty important thing. And that important thing has always been thrown out of the window because of Annecy getting 2 kills down in middle. And this is just opening up so many possibilities for the Vexed side. And leaving Vanity in the connector part of the map. Speedy as his offensive message over towards the B bomb site. Cyclone taking a couple of parts into Palace, but it's going to be Nato Safex. He has to do something spectacular here. Good grenade actually, buying him a couple of seconds. And also, that is also a good thing for Speedy. Just walking up towards connector. And there is a smoke being laid from Vex and have already planted a bomb. It's a 3-2 situation for Vexed. After being cleaned off on the face of the earth. Now Vexed, they are definitely showing some promise. Also, of course, by Vanity. Getting those 2 entries in middle has definitely proven something. And for Sprout now, just hiding and waiting for Vexed. Maybe going directly into their trap so they can get some exit frags out of it, but it's not going to happen. It's going to be the second round in a row for Vexed here on the team side of Mirage. And Pickles might be pickling something. Maybe Aussie is picking maybe a link or something. I have no idea. Okay, that was a bad pawn. I'll try to do better next time. But still, it is Vexed claiming that second round in a row, and Sprout kind of in an awkward situation already now with the buyout with a UMP, a M4, CZ, and a SMG. I do believe that is a MP7 and an AWP for Nato Safex. But Aussie has already taken some significant amount of damage. And also the same for Truth and Lincoln as well. And this is going completely sideways, but Pickles now comes up. Getting 1, getting 2. It's a 3-2 situation. Aussie coming in here with the late rotation. And Percy, yep, getting the best of him. Now it's up to Pickles. And Pickles, the only thing he pickled was his, kind of his body matter from the floor. And Vexed, their economy, it is pretty difficult. They have to buy up again. They have to rebuy so they can see if they can try to tackle Sprout due to Sprout's economy. Sprout, with that double AWP setup, that can prove to actually be really deadly towards Vexed. Vexed, they do have a lot of utility, and they are just waiting for Sprout. And every Sprout is in fact a favorite here in this best of 3. A lot of utility already been thrown by Vexed, and again this is just going to be a fake, and the side that is actually being attacked, and is going to be over towards A, where Aussie he's not going to challenge that smoke, but he's getting completely flashed out. It's a 3-2 situation for Sprout, but Lincoln just the ball. And Percy, yep, he can also play around with the AWP. Now it's up to Aussie in a 1-on-3 situation, and Aussie is doing the only thing that he can that is actually correct, and is to search for those 1-on-1 situations, so he can come in with the best result possible, taking away Nato Safex. And this is that is the confirmed sandwich between Speedy and Percy. Or Percy, as some of the most Danes will actually pronounce it. But due to in fact that I am Danish and I am casting in English, or trying to actually, definitely trying my best to actually pronounce most of the things in English, even though it sounds a bit weird. Maybe just a little bit, even though it is 5-2 for Sprout. And Vexed, they've just bought up some upgraded pistols, which will mean that Vexed can buy up in the next round. Due to they will get $2,400 in the next one. If it's possible that they can actually manage to get a bomb plant. But right now, it does actually seem a bit far-fetched because Speedy comes in with a huge double. And Lincoln, well, did manage to put some shots onto Percy's head. So again, and look at that CZ though, $500. Did actually net him 3 kills, and that was against 3 heavily armed people from Sprout. And this can actually come into favor of Vexed now. Because Vexed, if they can take this round, the money will be really short for Sprout. And Vexed, they are not challenging middle, which they should have, even though they only just want to actually see if they can push something out. It's going to happen. Aussie and Lincoln, with those first entries due to Sprout, they're just going, well, hyper-aggressive, which can be a death toll. And has already proven to be that. So Vexed doing the right thing, just waiting for Sprout to go aggressive again. And that's Speedy. Now Speedy are trying to do, and he did actually manage to revenge with one of his teammates. And look at that space though, for Percy. He is getting a lot of information here, and he has already heard there is possibly one or two people over towards middle. But the whole A side is completely deserted. Completely. Oh, Percy is going the wrong way. He is going the wrong way. And this can be really costly for the Sprout side. And Vexed, they're just taking one step at a time, preparing themselves for the worst outcome. A little pop flash towards DT spawn, getting that cleared out. And the same for Ninja, the little Ninja spot over in the corner. So it's going to be a 4-on-3 situation for Vexed. Bomb has been planted. It's up to Vanity Truth, LinkedIn, and Pickles. So to fend off the defenders from Sprout, but they've already defended them off. And Percy, he had the right intentions of actually going through T-spawn, grabbing some information. I do believe he did actually hear some people over in top mid. I'm not completely sure though. Now I'm actually second guessing myself if he actually did hear the footsteps up in top middle, and also and that might be the reason why he didn't actually go through the TV spot and over towards B instead. Could be the go-to. It could be so many things though, but it is in the end a third round for the Vexed side. And Vexed continuing on with that 5 AK smart AK buy, and they're just again waiting and seeing what they can do. And is Percy going down as the first man, and it's going to be a split piece over towards B. And Vexed, they are in the man advantage, but look at that from NATO Sapphics, grabbing that kill onto Truth. And NATO Sapphics being completely flashed out. Speedy, yeah, and there's one of the defenders going down. NATO Sapphics again. NATO Sapphics almost getting ripped apart by Aussie. Aussie, just with that perfect moment, could actually destroy the whole defense. Dennis is just ready and waiting for that left flank. There comes by. And it's now up to Lincoln, and Lincoln could not do anything about it. Great teamwork by the Sprout players. And Vexed, well, they are back to the drawing board. They do have 3 players who have above the 3K mark. They're just going to buy a couple of pistols. Actually, they're buying everything. Also, due to that, they did win the 9th round and lost the last round. So they have to try to keep on the pressure on Sprout. And then it's that timing can definitely mean the end of him, and it's also going to be that. Vital information coming through. NATO Sapphics trying to see if he can just find just one spot through the smoke. Did not take the shot, and NATO Sapphics just continues on to actually push out the smoke. which just cost him his life. And Cycro spawning up all towards Tetris, not finding anything, and Speedy could actually be the one who is actually getting some information. Yep, Lincoln being the first one, and now, yep, Lincoln with that C-set again can be so vital. And Vanity spawning out Cyclone. And Cyclone just cautiously crouching over towards the ramp. And there's a big, there's a big catch by Vanity. It's up to Percy. In a 1-on-3 situation, there is one in top middle. He has no idea that he's actually over there, but it's Pickles. Pickles just did actually pickle a little bit on himself. And for Vanity and Lincoln, a little flash over by Percy. And he's in a 1-on-2 situation. Bomb has been planted already. He's going to just throw a couple of utility over. And firstly over towards the bomb. And Percy, he's already halfway through. He takes down Lincoln over towards Sandwich. They have already spotted Vanity. Vanity, he needs to play this a bit more cautiously. He actually managed to spot him out, and Percy, pretty unfortunate, but Vanity had the superior overhand in that round. And again, the timing is there. And when you have the timing and just a little bit of aim, everything can happen. And Sprout, a little bit of a I don't know, well, the economy is definitely not into their favor. Completely money screwed at some part. And Vexed, they are doing the correct thing here. They're just waiting again for Sprout to actually go aggressive. And Sprout, most of their rounds that they have won have definitely resulted them into getting those entries while being aggressive. And Vexed just patiently, just waiting for them to pop up on their screens so they can fire those headshots. And Vanity, and again, just adjusting himself with his teammate Aussie right behind him, actually just on his left. And that pop flash should actually also be thrown out. And Speedy being the first victim, well, actually not the first victim, and Aussie grabbing 3, and there comes the 4th. Yep, easy cleanup by Vexed. And then there's the 5th round on the board for the UK, Swedish, and Norwegian. Well, actually, squad. You can actually say that. So, and for the Danish/German side, I was actually close to say Scheid. Real Sean Connery over here. Well, let's just see for Vexed if they can actually convert these rounds into some stable ones. But right now, Lincoln not having one of his best days, and Cyclone, that's actually a pretty half decent flashbang, but it's also decent by Dennis. Finding the kill onto Truth. It's a 5-on-3 situation for Sprout. The Sprout, they're just taking their time. There's a huge gap in that smoke though, and Aussie takes it into his advantage. It's up to Vanity, Aussie, and Pickles. Pickles going away, while Aussie is actually on his own over towards Tetris. And Percy. Try and see if he can find anything. Vanity have already changed positions with Aussie, so Aussie will be the one who is actually taking some of the, actually making some of the distraction. But look at that for Vanity, getting one, maybe the first, also the second. They have to go directly into the bomb. Oh no, could they could actually make it? Could they make it? Couldn't they actually make it? They actually had the time to defuse the bomb. Okay, that really blows my mind. I do believe they actually had the time to defuse the bomb. Or maybe there was one of the Vex players who was still alive over at the connector area. That, well, yeah, you can actually say it did his best to actually disrupt everything. Well, let's just see here if Sprout, they can actually fend this offense off. It's going to happen. Percy with the first kill. Speedy follows up with 2, and yeah, Percy again, just being a crucial player in a crucial moment and grabbing that third kill. And it's an 8-6 scoreline for Sprout. And this is the last round before the halftime switch. And Vexed, really impressive. Seeing that they have taken 6 rounds off on the team side against Sprout. And again, this is Sprout's map pick. And Mirage is definitely a... It is a semi-Danish friendly map. A semi-one. Due to, in fact, that Mousesports is one of the best teams in the world on this map. Already been contested. But nonetheless, though, it is up to Sprout. Or it's going to be Vexed that could claim this round, but right now it's just refrag by refrag, and Safix actually managed to survive that, and Aussie destroying Percy. It is a 3-on-3 situation, and down to a 3-on-2 for Sprout's advantage. And Aussie has already heard Speedy just jump down the window, and yep, Truth. Just planting a bomb is... Oh, this is really good. This is really good. Aussie catching Safix off guard. Safix did not approve of that. And Truth, just in the end, grabbing that 7th round for Vexed. It is 8-7 for Sprout here on the first half in this best of 3 in the Europe Minor Open Qualifier FACEIT 2018 Major. And there we are. Just wanting to see if everything is alright here, so we can actually get right back into it. The second pistol round is almost underway. And Vexed, after that Sprout actually did manage to grab the three first rounds. Vexed, they definitely can. They are definitely coming here to play. Can definitely show some more promise. LinkedIn just spotting down. Actually did see Safix quite early in the round. Safix coming down to the bomb site, but it's going to be Lincoln with 2 kills. Make that a third. It's just swarming all around. Cyclone finally takes him down. And Speedy, yeah, he's trying to make his Speedy Gonzalez gameplay. And for Cyclone, he needs to find a lot of kills before they can actually plant this bomb. And Vexed, they are adjusting themselves. And look at that, the shot though by Cyclone. But nope, it's going to be Pickles and Truth with the last 2 kills. And then there's going to be the pistol round for Vexed. And there's the first pistol round for them in this first map. So good showing by Lincoln. Fortunately, now the director was actually showing something else. Just giving the blame to that. With the bomb plant, Sprout is not going to, well, we're not going to see that much still from Sprout in this round. Oh, that's actually something that just fell down to the floor. And some girl I know already kind of messaged me about some exams that she's doing. Just got something impossible that she has to do here tomorrow. Nonetheless, though, doesn't matter. It's all about CSGO. And Link, well, it's actually true. True for Aussie grabbing the triple in the end. Easy clean up for Vexed. And it's going to be the gun round for Sprout here in this round. And for Vexed, yep, they are preparing themselves. Not taking any chances with the SMGs. Well, basically, the only SMG Aussie was on. And for Sprout, going in with a fast overtake for, well, actually for a fast overtake over at middle. So they are setting up to actually overtake it also from underground. A little oh, Percy, yep, he did just see him just in the last second. Unfortunately, could not grab the kill. And now Truth, well, he's going a bit too far. And Dennis, oh, just spun the shoulder of Lincoln. And that is definitely going to hurt a lot for Vexed. And Pickles, he's all alone over at B. But all alone doesn't matter. As soon as he just can hit the shots and connect them. And Lincoln, he is not going anywhere at all. It's a 4-on-3 situation. Cyclone, he is right beside the market window. And Pickles, all alone in B. Sprout taking Vanity down. And did they actually spot him? Yep, they do believe that they did spot him. Or did they? No, they haven't. He's still over at jail. Pickles, just looking around for any victims. There's the first victim, and Percy should actually be able to actually catch this off. Not going to happen. And Pixel or actually Pickles, is all alone, and for Speedy it's going to be an easy frag. And that is, yep, that is actually the gun round going to Sprout, or actually there, well, I can actually call it gun round by Sprout. And for Vexed, just buying up all that they can. It's going to be 3 M4s, 1 UMP, and 1 Scout. A little bit of utility, almost close to non-existent. They have to be careful with using their utility. And Sprout, they have all day long to just wait for Vexed. Wait for that moment to strike. And that moment could actually be really close because of Dennis. Dennis and Cyclone are actually really close to the connector, so it's going to be a clash over towards A. Aussie trying his best, just spraying that smoke. And Dennis and Cyclone, yeah, they are well aware. In some heights, some specific heights, that could actually result in a headshot. And Vanity down at Shadow. And Shadow could actually be his grave. And it's almost going to be actually for Percy instead. And that's a great grenade directly over towards Lincoln. Yeah, that was Speedy. Throwing that Kobe Bryant grenade. Now it's up to Truth and Pickles. Pickles. He is all the way back. All the way back at B. Truth did actually catch one off guard. Dennis should actually be able to kill Pickles. Oh, and just in the last second. And he's not taking any chances, just destroying him. And there's already a timeout now. I do believe that is from Vexed, or I do believe that is actually from Vexed. So they can actually use some time, discuss some things. I actually set everything straight from the get-go. Let's just see for Truth if he can actually manage to survive this attack. And nope, not going to happen. And it is Vex going to take that timeout. And Sprout leading 10-9. And hopefully we can just have a little crossover here. Oh, yeah, boy. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, let's get it. Let's get it. Let me just see here. Everything's all right here. Okay, so the whole situation right now for Vexed is that they have no money at all. And for Sprout, they can well, they have won 2 rounds in a row. And they did win that the third round here in the second half, which led Vexed into a full force buy, and really great play by Sprout, and they have forced Vexed now into a situation where they need to they need to save up in this round, and we can just get right back into it, so you don't have to see me and the whole darkness here, whole darkness. Yeah, I have to find some kind of a dialect. Either it's going to be full UK English, or it's going to be American, or actually NA English, or whatever you're going to say. American dialects. Or, well, there's actually a lot of American dialects. There's an Alabama one, there are so many, there's really so many. Nonetheless, though, Vexed have not used a single penny. And they're just trying for a full-on sack over at the window, and having Truth being, well, the lead core singer of the entire band. But the band of rebels from Vexed, the only thing they are just going to focus on is maybe getting a frag or 2, and kind of trying to actually hold, or actually fend Sprout off a bit. And I do like this idea. If they can just swing out right now, that could actually lead up to maybe a surprise attack. It's going to be a really big surprise attack. And Aussie, they actually managed to get 1 kill. It's better than nothing. It's really better than nothing. It is 11-9 for Sprout, and Vexed, yeah, buying up again. And also do it so they have lost 3 rounds in a row, which led them to $2,400. And also the money that they had in the last round. Really important now for Vexed to actually get back into it. Actually had a good start for, well, on the second half. And that is something that they have to, kind of replicate. So they will not fall into some mishap. And the mishap that is not happening for Truth. Actually find the kill, also Speedy, and Pickles showing up in the most important time. That's actually a great grenade. Could actually stop some of the attack. And we're just seeing Dennis, the only man who was left, coming in here, and now is a vital one-on-one situation for Pickles. Removes the head of Dennis. And NATO Savix just shouting out, what is that Molo doing there? What is that Molotov doing there? And maybe might he get a response? We have seen something before. I have seen some BM before where someone actually typed in nice shot and there was no reply after that. So Vexed claiming a very important round. And again, they have to kind of cycle around and fish these rounds one by one. It's all about the grind time. And Vanity. Oh, a timing. Aussie. Oh no, there's another timing. And Speedy actually did actually in fact claim a free frag onto Lincoln. And Aussie is just all alone on A. And he's going to be sandwiched by Cyclone. And the A-bomb side is completely free for the taking. Percy now searching for the last soul. And no, it is not Dark Souls. It is in fact CSGO. And Pickles, yep, the only thing that he could pickle, that was his brain matter that was scattered all over the place. And 12 to 10 for Sprout. And Vexed, yet again, being completely reset. And they are in fact in that position now that they have to reach deep now into themselves and search for those moments that have definitely led them to all of those 10 rounds. And the majority of the rounds were in fact on the T side. So there's definitely the defensive mechanism that they need to activate so they can set up some traps. Or maybe go in with some one-on-one situation, but right now, Sprout, they have the majority of the weapons, and well, for one, Vexed only getting one kill out of it, and the most of the squad of Sprout are already on the B-bomb site. They have one. It is Speedy. Should actually check Sean just right about now. Aussie and Vanity, and they're just walking back. Some noise have already been made, or just a little trigger for Percy. Searching for the souls of the last two remaining Vexed gamers. Well, Vexed gamers. Oh my god, did I just say that? It is up to Vanity and Aussie to survive this pillage. Vanity just checking out, just holding his spot. And Percy, he's not prepared for that, and his head was just immediately ripped off. And that AK is just right down there. And Speedy, I do believe, yeah, he just saw him, and that grenade, well, it did some damage, but not enough to take Vanity down. And then there's a 13th round for Sprout, and 2 rounds in a row. Next, yep, they already know by now that it would be pretty silly to actually go out and buy fully out in this round. Due to that, because of the next round, they will get $2,400, so they can buy up with if they lose this round. If they lose this round, buy up with UMPs, maybe a single or maybe 2 M4s. If they really want to actually focus on the utility. But let's just see here from Aussie. He is down in middle, and he did actually manage to get a free frag. And also a big help to that smoke though in connector. Vanity from the pre-spot. And again, Vanity really just showing his potential. Speedy, oh, that's just such an unfortunate flashbang. That was actually made by himself. And Vanity again. Oh, did he actually spot something? Oh, and NATO Savix goes down. Vanity with a huge MVP play. Oh my god, Vanity! Great defensive play by Vanity. Secures the round for Vexed. And Percy just asking Vanity if he did see him when he crossed over. Vanity said no. Did not see him. So, already there, confirmation that Vanity did not see Percy while he was crossing over. Let's just see it for Sprout. It is going to be a really fast execute over towards A. And it's Aussie and Vanity claiming 1 kill. Actually, 1 kill each. And Truth just shutting down Percy. And Dennis, in a 1-on-3 situation, that bomb plant is really vital for Sprout's economy. It's all down to Dennis. And Dennis, could not do anything more. Just, the only thing he could actually do is see if he could battle just one of the players out. He was denied at the spot, and it's a 2nd round in a row for Vexed. is going to be Sprout. I do believe they are going to take a pause so they can talk things out, or it might be Vexed. Just in case. It's going to be Sprout. So 13-12 for Sprout still. It is Vexed that is coming back with a vengeance. And also with that economy that Vexed they actually had, or have, right now. Having, well, actually had 4 players who had a lot of economy. And for that business though, for Vanity, really vital to their survival here on Mirage. And to those who doesn't know, you can check all of my information down right down on my page. I am a Danish ESL commentator, where I commentate on Danish in the ESL Pro League and Mountain Dew League. Right now, due to that ESL Pro League is first starting here in September, I'm going to do a little bit more of English casting here on this stream. So if you're bored or something, please leave a follow here on this channel. I will provide even more content here in this following month. And also in the next one. Let's just see here. A very, very big round for Vexed. They can actually go out and actually tie up this game. And Sprout, they can in fact deliver a little surprise here in this round. Because it is going to be a full pistol round for Sprout. A couple of upgraded ones. 4 C-sets in fact, and 1 P250. That is by Speedy. Already now they actually tried to come down to the B bomb site. Lincoln just rushing out of the way. Oh my god! Cyclone with a huge triple with that C-set. And well, just afterwards being shot down by Aussie. Oh my god, Aussie just... Oh, that is so unfortunate. That Molotov could really have helped a lot. And Speedy just rushing over, grabbing an AWP. Going to plant the bomb. And... I mean that split up Vexed they are doing right now. I do really not condone it because of the risks. That can definitely be really high, and they could definitely starting to pay the price. And Speedy, he needs to be aware, and he is aware of Aussie. And now it's up to Vanity, and Vanity in a really awkward situation. That spray comes in for NATO Sapphics, and a round that really seemed pretty clear for Vexed. It was just a perfect play by Cyclone with that C-set. A huge triple. And again, the destroyer of full buys. That is the C-set, the $500 pistol. And this can definitely change things up now. And Vexed, they are in so much trouble. And they are definitely in the end here, they could definitely end to actually pay the price of actually losing the map. If they lose this round. Actually, a pretty great grenade to actually fend off just a bit, and another follow-up. And then it's being boosted up towards the window. And for Sprout, they are in a perfect position now to actually go in and to overtake the connector area. But Cyclone wanting a bit more over towards ladder room. And Lincoln just waiting for the perfect moment. He did actually spray Percy a bit. He actually received something in the end, but it is Vexed that are definitely a little bit more healthier on the health bars. Sprout, even though I actually thought they would go for AX. Oh, whoa, what is... Oh my god. This is absolutely amazing. Dennis, he has all information, takes down Truth, and Pickles, well, he is over towards the B holes. Aussie just rushes out throughout long, and he eliminates Dennis, and then Cyclone comes in over from short. Aussie, he's just waiting for him, and well, the wait was a bit too long, and Cyclone again, the MVP from the last round, already made a huge statement that Sprout are here to stay. And will take that Mirage. And NATO Sapphics laying the last shot onto Vanity. And 15-12 for Sprout over Vexed here in the first map. Here in this best of 3 in the Europe Minor Open Qualifier. And this is the second Open Qualifier for the FACEIT Major 2018. And meaning of the Open Qualifier is that the two best teams in the final stage of this Open Qualifier will be going to the close qualifier. And what I do remember of it is a Norwegian team and a Swedish team who has already qualified for the close qualifier. The Norwegian team is Norra Vind, and the Swedish one is Jalapeno. Jalapeno, that is the former, if I'm not completely mistaken here, that is the former Singularity the former Singularity squad, if I'm not completely mistaken. Then you have to hit me on that team. Well, chat, basically. So, a timeout now for Sprout. Just thinking things through, and Vexed and their economy completely in shambles. And Vexed, they had so many opportunities to actually turn this map into their favor. Right now, Sprout, they have 3 tries now to actually win this map and advance to Train, which is going to be a really exciting one actually. Due to in fact the Train was actually a former playground for Danish players. Well, actually, Danish teams play Danish players on foreign teams. Let's just see now. And for Cyclone, he's going to have a lot of company up towards middle. He's already now being shot down at the first start of the moment. It is a 4-on-3 situation for Sprout. And Sprout, they are all over the place right now. And for Pickles, just jumping for information up towards the B halls. And the A halls has already been occupied by Speedy. Speedy is just waiting the information by Dennis over at middle. Also NATO Safex. Speedy still waiting. Going to have a little bit of a contest here. Percy might be finding something, but it's not going. Yep, it is actually going to be Speedy find the first. Percy might be finding something. A little pocket here, and yep, there's the pocket. Pickles goes down, and Vanity is all that is left. A 1-on-4 situation is going to pick up that UMP, but is it strong enough? Is the UMP strong enough to actually do an impossible? It's not going to happen. It's going to be a 16-12 map victory for Sprout over Vexed to GG, and they will move over towards Train